covering the entire Piedmont Triad and everywhere you are. This is WXII 12 News at 6.
Tonight on WXII 12 News at 6, runners in Winston-Salem are remembering a teen killed by a football injury, the unconventional run in his honor. Plus, shots fired into an apartment building in Greensboro, what police are doing to find a suspect. And it's been a damp Saturday. Will we suffer another grade A tomorrow? And problems with the website, canceled plans, now low enrollment numbers are plaguing the president's controversial health care overhaul. But first, we have some breaking news tonight out of North Wilkesboro. That's where Wilkes Communications confirms that several departments are on scene of a fire at the Skate Center at 326 Elkin Highway. Crews are working to put the fire out. Right now, there are no reports of injuries, but we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. And it was an exceptionally rough week for the Affordable Care Act, and supporters are trying to turn that around. Around the country, supporters are reaching out to those who stand to benefit most. Brian Moore has a story.
Obamacare may be getting its share of negative headlines, but that didn't stop people with little or no health insurance from trying to get the facts straight on their own.
Go ahead with any questions.
Houston held a health care reform town hall to answer lingering questions and clear up the confusion. In Baltimore, there was an information table at a shopping center.
There's still a lot of questions people have. They're more comfortable with meeting people in their community that are from their community.
Getting the news out in person has become critical because of persistent problems with the Obamacare sign-up site. Officials in charge of the website say they've made measurable progress and are fixing glitches every day. The disastrous rollout of the website has become a personal and public embarrassment to President Obama. He promised this past week that the problems will all be fixed.
I am confident that by the time we look back on this next year, that people are going to say this is working well and it's helping a lot of people.
A nationwide effort to change the face of health care and save face for Obamacare. Brian Moore, NBC News.
President Obama has reached out to the big health insurance companies, hoping that they'll help him get the health care reform efforts on track despite the rough rollout. While people in the hardest hit areas of the Philippines are getting some much needed help in the wake of Super Typhoon Haiyan, the Philippines Air Force flying food and water to remote villages, and helicopters are ferrying family food packs with rice, sardines, canned goods, and more. International aid is also starting to pick up steam, but the U.S. says 1.9 million people were made homeless by the storm, and many areas have yet to receive aid.
Well, it is a gray evening out there after a very gray, drizzly, kind of overcast day for a lot of folks. We are sitting under this wedge. You know, we've talked about it a lot before, kind of cloud cover, just getting blocked up against the mountains, our ridge up to the north and east. Also a little low kicking in some Atlantic moisture for us. That has meant a pretty overcast day. 55 right now in Greensboro, 61 in Louisville, Kentucky. You can see 56 though in Mount Airy. So a pretty mild day, although it has been damp and rather just unpleasant out there. Your temperatures are going to be dropping very slowly to about 55 through 8 o'clock. Cool evening, damp and cool continue through 11, and then tomorrow morning drizzle and fog likely everywhere. And then we have to talk rain chances going into the next couple of days. We've got the heavy clouds hanging on and drizzle and fog, a thing of that we'll have to deal with through the rest of the weekend. But Sunday showers also on the way before we finally see clearing. The 7-day, it's coming up in a little while.
It's been 5 years since 15-year-old Matt Gefeller died after suffering a dramatic brain injury playing his first varsity football game with Reynolds High School. But since then, research into the dangers of collisions on the football field has grown leaps and bounds. And today, folks came out to honor Matt and raise money for more research. Today was the 5th annual Matt Gefeller Memorial Donut Run. Over 900 runners gathered outside R.J. Reynolds High School in Winston-Salem to run a 5K with an option to eat 6 Krispy Kreme donuts through halfway. And Matt's parents say that this is a run that's fun, but it's also a good opportunity for people to learn more about the serious issue of traumatic brain injuries.
The spirit of the event, founded by his 3 friends, was just kind of fun and lighthearted and goofy, and certainly centered around food, because Matt loved food and he loved donuts, and so I think just the idea is a fun run, and that's why we have so many families that come out, which is fantastic.
We want to make sure that there's a key person on the field, practices everywhere. Its primary purpose is to keep the kids safe. And so that's one of the missions is our foundation has really worked on trying to work with the local athletic trainers and keep that program in place.
Since the first run, the Matthew Feller Foundation has raised over $150,000. Well, there'll be no CIAA championship football game today after a local player was attacked. WSSU's Chandler says the Rams starting quarterback Rudy Johnson was attacked in the bathroom yesterday afternoon at a pre-conference title game luncheon. 22-year-old Lamont Daniel Britt is charged with misdemeanor assault inflicting serious injury. He's a player for Virginia State and is expected to appear in court Monday. The CIAA has yet to comment on the game's status, and the volleyball championship scheduled today between the same two schools was also canceled. Police in Greensboro are still searching for the gunman who they say fired shots into an apartment on Spring Street just after 11 last night. The people who lived in the apartment were home at the time but not injured, and the investigation is underway, and anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 373-1000. And charges have been filed against the foster parents of a boy discovered handcuffed to a porch with a dead chicken hanging from his neck. Dorian Lee Harper and Wanda Sue Larson of Monroe are both charged with several offenses, including inflicting serious injury and intentional child abuse. 4 other children who were adopted by Larson and Harper were also removed from the home. A group of Winston-Salem State students held a free dental clinic today. The senior healthcare management students provided dental screenings, complimentary dental supplies, and health information to visitors at the Winston-Salem Urban League on 5th Street. The students hope to educate folks in the community about oral hygiene and its influence on overall health.
Some people don't understand that just because it's dealing with your teeth, there are other things that come along with it. It can affect your brain, it can affect your heart, different health issues.
And with many insurance policies not including dental hygiene, it can be hard for many folks to afford important dental care. Well, the Habitat for Humanity of Greater Greensboro reopened its newly renovated doors today. The Restore is at 3826 High Point Road. It's a retail outlet that accepts donated goods and resells them to the general public at a fraction of the price to help fund the building of homes within the community. In addition to reopening the Restore, people are also excited to celebrate the Restore's 13th anniversary.
It's great that we've been here and we're kind of riding this economy right now, but to be here, still standing, still going, and still helping build houses in the community is great for us.
This year, the Restore has been restored with a new roof, new office, and cosmetic details such as paint, carpet, and store displays. With the holiday season right around the corner, most people will be taking at least one trip to the post office to send gifts and cards to loved ones. And Talitha Vickers is breaking down the best time to ship and what you can expect to see at the post office to help you make your visit quick and easy.
The holiday shopping season has begun. I tell you what, it is never too early to think about shipping for the holidays. If you're shipping to military personnel, this is the final week for standard shipping packages to arrive on time for the holidays. That's according to the experts at the United States Postal Service, who tell us that they are already fully stocked and ready to go with holiday stamps, boxes, and everything you need for the holidays.
If you've got a little bit of time, standard shipping takes about 5 to 8 days anywhere in the country. We have priority mail normally is 2 to 3 days anywhere in the country. So, you know, you've got time up until Christmas, but, you know, try not to wait till the last minute.
With shipping, the early bird, of course, gets the worm. Waiting until the very last minute will definitely cost you more. And in some cases, depending on the weight and location it's being shipped to, it can sometimes cost you more than the gift itself. To help you sort through it all, USPS will have some extra help this holiday.
He's called a lobby director who is in the lobby assisting customers as they come in. If they don't have their packages ready, if they need shipping supplies, he points them in the right direction. He talks to them a little bit about how fast they do want to get it to where it's going. He helps them if they are ready to make sure the packages are, you know, properly prepared.
Preparation is, of course, key. So you may ask, when is the best time to actually ship your holiday packages? Well, that all depends on where and when you're shipping to, but better safe than sorry. Christmas is just 39 days away. Reporting from Winston-Salem, Talitha Vickers, WXII 12 News.
2 sisters who were injured in the Boston Marathon bombing took part in Charlotte's Thunder Road race today. Nicole Gross and her sister Erica Brannock helped start the marathon, and Brannock had lost her left leg below the knee and was recently fitted with a new prosthetic leg. The sisters said it was a fun and special moment.
It kind of united us all together again, and, you know, expressed to ourselves and to everyone else that, you know, we're not afraid to be back at the finish line and to cross.
She was joined for a walk across the finish line by Nicole and her husband, Michael.
You're looking back over downtown Burlington right now. Yes, a gray day. At times you saw maybe a peak of sunshine, but that was it. Didn't last long. We'll let you know when the sun returns next.